Next topic in genetics is genetic disorders in human. This is a section in human genetics. The study of inheritance of characters in human is called human genetics. So, what is human genetics? The study of inheritance of characters, the study of inheritance of traits in human beings is called human genetics. First study in human genetics was carried out by a British doctor, Sir Archibald Garrod. First study in human genetics was carried out by a British doctor, Sir Archibald Garrod. Now, he discovered a disease in human called black urine disease. Black urine disease. This is the disease that was discovered by this man. Now, this disease is also called alkaptonuria. Alkaptonuria. Common name, black urine disease. So, this doctor, British doctor, discovered black urine disease or alkaptonuria in human beings, and this disease is caused by a recessive gene. This is caused by the recessive gene that is inherited very much like Mendelian factor. So, the first study in human genetics was carried out by British doctor, and this British doctor discovered a disease in human, black urine disease or alkaptonuria, which is caused by a recessive gene that is inherited very much like a Mendelian factor. Now, this was the first inborn error. This particular disease, this was the first inborn error of metabolism. First inborn error of metabolism and biochemical genetics. So, this was the first inborn error of metabolism. This was the first disorder in human metabolism, and this was the first biochemical genetics. And therefore, Sir Archibald Garrod, his popularly known as the father of biochemical genetics, and father of human genetics. He is the father of human genetics and father of biochemical genetics. Now, Sir Archibald Garrod and William Bateson, these two persons, Sir Archibald Garrod and William Bateson, both have reported several genetic disorder in human population. So both of them have reported several diseases or disorders in human population that seem to be inherited very much like a Mendelian character. So these disorders which are being reported by these two persons in human population, such disorders are seem to be inherited, transmitted very much like a Mendelian trait or a Mendelian character. The idea that disorders are heritable was prevailing in human societies since a long time. The idea that diseases, just like character, just like traits, diseases are heritable, transmitted from generation to the generation. This was prevailing in human societies since a long time. And this idea, it was based on certain diseases found in human families. Certain diseases are inherited. Certain diseases are inherited very much like the other traits in human families. After the rediscovery of Mendel's work, as I said earlier, Mendel's work, it was rediscovered in 1900. So after the rediscovery of Mendel's work, the practice of analyzing the inheritance pattern in human beings began. After the rediscovery of Mendel's work, the practice of analyzing inheritance pattern of traits in human started. So after Mendel's work, which has been rediscovered in 1900, based on that rediscovery of Mendel's principles or Mendel's inheritance, the analysis about the inheritance of characters in human beings started. How characters are being inherited in human population? This has been analyzed, and the beginning of this analysis started after the rediscovery of Mendel's work. Since the control crosses which are possible in plants and other animals are not possible in human, and therefore the human or family history about the inheritance of a particular trait provides an alternative. See, in the study of Mendel's work, following that similar work conducted by others in plants and animals, any result they got, any conclusions that they obtained, they have been cross-verified, they are being cross-checked by conducting what are called control crosses. By conducting control crosses, it is possible to confirm, it is possible to prove the conclusions or the results of a particular cross. So such control crosses are possible in plants and other animals, but such control crosses are not possible in human beings. So in human beings, they have limitations, they have specific marriages, and such type of control crosses are not possible in human. Then how to check, how to confirm the inheritance pattern of traits in human? Now here, the alternative, the other option for control crosses elsewhere, as the control crosses are impossible in human, not possible in human, the alternative for control crosses is the family history about the inheritance of a particular trait. So how a particular trait is being inherited through generations in human family, this can be analyzed through family history. Now such analysis of inheritance of trait in several generations of a family is called pedigree analysis. So what is pedigree analysis? The analysis of traits in several generations, the analysis of pattern of inheritance of traits in several generations of a family is called the pedigree analysis. Now, pedigree analysis is an alternative. Pedigree analysis is an alternative to the control crosses in human families. So I said repeatedly earlier, control crosses are possible in plants and other animals. And with the help of such control crosses, it is possible to confirm, prove the results of inheritance of a trait or a particular character. But as control crosses are not possible in human population, in human beings, the other alternative, a best alternative for control crosses is pedigree analysis. Now the analysis of inheritance of traits in several generations of a family is called the pedigree analysis. In human genetics, pedigree analysis provides a strong tool. In human genetics, pedigree analysis provides a strong tool which is utilized to trace the inheritance of specific trait or character abnormalities or disease. So, pedigree analysis in human genetics provides a strong tool which is utilized to trace the inheritance of a specific trait, abnormality, or a disease. Now, in this pedigree analysis or in this pedigree study, certain common symbols are being used. Now, following are the common symbols used in pedigree study or pedigree analysis. Now, these symbols are the following. Now, this symbol, square, this denotes male sex. Second, a circle, this denotes the female sex. Now, a distorted square, this is sex unspecified. Sex is not specified, whether it is male or female. Now, all these symbols if you shade them, all these symbols, if you shade all of them, then they are all affected individuals. Affected individuals. These are the individuals which are being affected, infected by the disease. Next one, male and female symbols are being joined by a middle line. This is a marriage or mating. If the same symbols if they are being corrected by a double line, 2 lines instead of 1 line, if 2 lines are joining these two, then this is marriage or mating between relatives. So within relatives, when marriage occur, that will be symbolized by this symbol. Now marriages or mating within relatives or between the relatives, it is also called consanguineous marriages or consanguineous mating. Consanguineous mating or consanguineous marriages. Next one, if it is like this, if the symbol is like this will denote parents above. So these two are parents and children below. So these two are parents and these two are their children, and among the children this is in the order of birth from left to right. This is in the order of birth from left to right. That means these two are parents, father, mother, and these two are their children. Now these two are children, then who is first, who is next? So here the children are being denoted, symbolized in the order of their birth. Who is first, who is second, that will be decided by this left to right. So from here, the first child, second child, like this. So from left to right. So here for these two parents, first child is a daughter and second child is a son. So here there is no confusion. So these are the children, offspring, and it is in the order of their birth from left to right. Next one, these are the parents and they have a male child, and this male child has been affected with the disease. So if this is the symbol, then this will denote parents with a male child, parents with a male child, parents with a male child affected with disease, parents with a male child affected with the disease. So when you shade this, that will be an affected individual. One more symbol here is, if you write like this and some figure inside, so here it is 5, so that means here 5 unaffected offspring. 5 unaffected offsprings, 5 unaffected children. So these are the common symbols that are used in pedigree study or in pedigree analysis. Now, with this brief introduction, we shall move to learn some of these genetic disorders or genetic diseases in human. Genetic disorders in human are broadly categorized into 2 categories. Genetic disorders in human are broadly categorized into 2 categories. Now, these 2 categories of genetic disorders in human, they are: 1, gene disorders. Another, chromosomal disorders. Gene disorders and chromosomal disorders. Now, these are the disorders due to defects in the gene, and these are the disorders due to defects in chromosomes. So, these are the 2 broad categories of genetic disorders in human. Now, some details about genetic disorders. Now, genetic disorders called gene disorders, they are caused due to defects in the gene. That is, a single gene alters, and alteration or change in a gene is called mutation. Now, single gene, when alters or mutates and becomes a defective gene, and such a defective gene causes a genetic disorder and hence called the gene disorder. Now, such gene disorders, defects or mutation in a single gene, are inherited. They are transmitted very much like the Mendelian character or very much like a Mendelian gene. And hence, these gene disorders are also called Mendelian disorders. So, gene disorders are also called Mendelian disorders. Why gene disorders are also called Mendelian disorders? because as the gene disorders are transmitted, inherited through generations in human population, human beings, very much like the Mendelian factor or very much like a Mendelian character. So, how the Mendelian characters are inherited through generations, in a similar pattern, these diseases, gene disorders are also being transmitted, and hence gene disorders are also called Mendelian disorders. Now, such gene disorders or Mendelian disorders, they may be either dominant or recessive. Such gene disorders or Mendelian disorders, they are either dominant or recessive. That is, these gene disorders or Mendelian disorders, they may be caused either by a dominant gene or it may be caused by a recessive allele or a recessive gene. So, any dominant or recessive gene due to gene mutation may cause specific gene disorders or Mendelian disorders in human population. Now, how to know that this Mendelian disorder or gene disorder is caused by a dominant gene or by a recessive gene? This can be made out. This can be worked out through pedigree analysis or pedigree study. So, pedigree study of inheritance of trait through generations in a family tree. So, if you just analyze the inheritance of a particular trait in a family tree, one can recognize, one can establish the genetic disorder that has been inherited through generations, exhibited by the family history, analyzed by the pedigree study, whether it is due to dominant gene or recessive gene. This can be worked out, this can be known, this can be revealed. Now, some of the common and prevalent gene disorders or Mendelian disorders in human are the following. One, hemophilia. Second, color blindness. Hemophilia, color blindness. Phenylketonuria. Olcaptonuria. Sickle cell anemia. Thalassemia. cystic fibrosis, etc. So these are the common and prevalent gene disorders or Mendelian disorders in human. Hemophilia and color blindness. So already in the previous topic I said more details about hemophilia and color blindness, where I described these two disorders in human as sex-linked diseases or sex-linked disorders. Mainly, these two are X-linked diseases or X-linked disorders, as they are being inherited by a sex-linked recessive gene, a sex-linked recessive allele. A recessive gene located on the sex chromosome, X chromosome, in homozygous condition causes the disease, particularly in the case of female. But in the case of male, they being hemizygous, the only X chromosome, if it carries the recessive gene for the X-linked trait, the individual will suffer with the disorder. So these two are gene disorders, genetic disorders in human, and they are sex-linked or X-linked, caused due to a recessive gene carried on the X chromosome. And the remaining all, they are caused due to a recessive gene carried on the autosome. So these are the disorders. These are the genetic disorders, and these genetic disorders, they are caused due to the autosomal recessive gene. So I need not repeat again the details about hemophilia and color blindness. And the next one here is phenylketonuria. Now, phenylketonuria is a disorder of the metabolism. It is a disorder in the metabolism caused by the autosomal recessive gene in homozygous condition. Now, individuals affected by this disorder, phenylketonuria, they lack in an enzyme, and this enzyme is called phenylalanine oxidase. Now, phenylalanine is an enzyme. Phenylalanine oxidase is an enzyme. Now, this enzyme, this is the enzyme. Now, this enzyme converts one amino acid. Now, this amino acid is phenylalanine. Now, this phenylalanine, one amino acid, this amino acid will be converted into another amino acid, tyrosine. So, conversion of phenylalanine into tyrosine, it requires an enzyme called phenylalanine oxidase. Now, this phenylalanine enzyme oxidase It is produced by a dominant gene, and this dominant gene is present in normal individuals, normal persons. Now, when this dominant gene mutates, and becomes a recessive allele, becomes a recessive gene, and this recessive gene does not produce this enzyme. So as a result, when this recessive gene is present in homozygous condition, this recessive allele in homozygous condition, it fails. Individual fails to produce this enzyme. So in the absence of this enzyme, why this enzyme is not being produced? Because the gene has been mutated and it has become recessive. And when this recessive allele appears in homozygous condition among the individuals, then those individuals are unable to produce this enzyme. So when there is no enzyme, when this enzyme is not being produced, so when there is no enzyme, the phenylalanine, this amino acid changes into phenylpyruvic acid and other this phenylalanine does not change to tyrosine, but phenylalanine, in the absence of the enzyme, changes into phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives. And these phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives accumulate in the tissues, and when they accumulate in the brain, that leads to brain retardation. Mental ability will be reduced, and apart from that, the lack of pigmentation, depigmentation occurs in the hair and skin. So hair and skin also lose the pigmentation, and apart from that, because of these phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives being accumulated in the body, they are also being lost. They are also being lost through urine, and kidney fails to reabsorb them, and they appear in the urine. So appearance of phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives in the urine, hence the name to the disease. So the disease is called phenylketonuria. Why the disease is called phenylketonuria? This is because of one symptom that develops in the patient, where the derivatives of phenylalanine, that is phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives, they make their presence in the urine. So urine carries these products which have been accumulated in the body due to non-conversion of phenylalanine into pyruvic acid, but phenylalanine on the other hand will be converted into phenylpyruvic acid and other derivatives, and they accumulate in the tissues and they appear in the urine, and hence the name to the disorder, and this is called phenylketonuria. So phenylketonuria in human beings is a Mendelian disorder, is a gene disorder, and this is caused due to autosomal recessive gene in homozygous condition. Now we shall learn about the other gene disorders in the next section.